Hi, my name's John Hammond, and for this October, this National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, I want to chat with you about my top 3 tips on how you can be cyber smart. Now we're going back to the basics here, right? This is pretty beginner-friendly stuff. I know it's a little fundamental, but it's really important and it's absolutely necessary. So starting from the top, tip number 1, look at what is in front of you. And I really mean that, right? You should be aware, you should be cognizant, you should be vigilant as to what you're doing on your computer. Because sometimes we work quick, right? We try to be fast. Maybe you're trying to meet a deadline for work and you're just clicking through stuff. Maybe you're running an installer and you just hit next. You hit I agree or okay to any pop-ups or dialog boxes that come up. And you might not even be aware what you've just allowed or executed on your computer or what your computer might then do. You should really be keeping an eye on it. And if you aren't sure, you just don't know, there's no shame in sending it off to your IT department or your security department or any other professionals that can offer another look at what is being presented to you. Tip number 2, use a password manager. And I don't mean the sticky notes that you might have on your monitor or under your keyboard or your notebook where you write down your passwords. No, I mean a digital password manager. Some service that can generate long, complex, and random secure passwords different for every application or tool that you use. That way you're never using a synchronized password and you don't know what your own passwords are. If anyone were to demand from you, hey, what's your password for this? You don't know because it's all handled by that manager and you don't have to worry about not using long, complex passwords. You could be using that utility to help you and stay secure. Tip number 3, enable multi-factor authentication or two-factor authentication absolutely everywhere. Seriously, everywhere that you can. Because let's say, hypothetical, you were to unintentionally fall for a phishing link or a scam, and you were entering your password and it suddenly entered into the hands of a bad actor or a cyber criminal, those spooky, scary threat actors. Now, they might try to log into all the different applications that you use, but because you have two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication, you get an alert, a little notification on your phone where you can decide whether or not you allow and accept that login attempt. That could be another line of defense to stop threat actors from gaining access to your precious information and systems that you use. So that's it. That's my top 3 tips, how to stay cyber smart. Now, I know these are pretty fundamental, but it's really necessary. You could get a decent layer of cybersecurity hygiene with just that. Not only for this month, the month of October, National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, but from now on. Thanks.